You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go!
All right, man. 15 Minutes of Fame. Rosenberg.
Oh, what's up, man?
Talk to me, man. Let me say this first, and I want people to know this for the rest of my interviews that I do today. I'm in the building for as long as I can stay in the building. I'm still a little nervous because there's so many people in there, and because of COVID, it's like I'm there and I'm in my mind. I'm like, it's just so many people.
So much fun in there. I almost forgot it was a fucking pandemic.
But at least you was on stage, and you know, standing in that crowd, a lot of people, man, and you know, people bumping into you, shit like that. So it was like I was there for the first and the second, and then I had to dip out.
Okay.
And that's gonna happen with me all night, unfortunately. But I can tell you this. Show went to jail. The show, you ain't see me stand on the couch?
No, it was a lot of people.
You had to see me. So shout out the show. I don't want them to think that I was rooting for you, but that bar hit. He even was like, yo, that was fire. Talk to me, man. How we feeling?
Good, man. I'm just, I'm happy it's over with. We put a lot of preparation into it. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to make sure I came and gave them more lengthy rounds. My brother always be getting on me. He'll be like, you be cooking, and sometimes you stop so short, and we be wanting more. So I wanted to make sure I covered that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then the pen thing. Everybody thought he was a pen. You know what I mean? But I've been in this game long enough to where I understand styles make the fights. And his type of style of battle rapper, it don't really mesh well with what I do. You know what I mean? And I knew that, and I feel like he didn't see that coming into the battle. And I tried to tell him, like, yo, I get crazy, you know what I mean? And I felt like he, like I said, I told him the same thing. I felt like he only seen it going one way, and I understood it could go many ways. So I was prepared for pretty much all of that.
It's a good thought process, though. You know what I mean? Like,
you gotta respect your opponent. I mean, the fans won't choose who won. So we come with our material and they choose. So I understand that. So I knew he went crazy in the first round, and it's funny because I was ready to switch my order up, but we stayed packed. You know what I'm saying? So that's the cool thing about battles. Back in the day, I used to write a first, second, and third. Now I write three, and we'll figure out what we're gonna say when we get there.
I like people that think like some people say, no, this is it. This is my order, and I'm not breaking that order.
You gotta be able to change on the drop of a dime. And they was loving him, and I looked back and I was like, yo, should we switch it? But it was the first battle of the night. They gonna love it. They gonna love it. So you didn't switch? Nah, we stayed packed. We stayed packed.
It worked.
Staying packed. Yeah,
it worked.
We made the order last night, and then we stayed packed with that.
Right. And
I was saying bars that we took out. I said a bar. I think the shish kebab bar. We took that. We
they went crazy for the shish kebab bar too.
We scrapped that bar. We threw that out, and I just said it because for real, I forgot what came next. So I said that, and by the time I finished it, I figured out where I was.
Well, that was fire that you were able to pick back up. A lot of people can't do that either.
Preparing.
Yeah.
Over-preparing.
Very good. Very good. Now, I thought you really wasn't going to say any Adi Boom bars.
Well, he said I would have a whole round.
Okay.
He said I would have a whole round. If you remember, they were sporadic. You know what I'm saying? I put them here. I wanted to make sure I didn't overdo that because he's not Adi Boom. But there is somewhat of a case he got the bite for being his homie. Right. So I wanted to make sure he knew that. You know what I mean? So when I prepared it, I made sure I had some Adi Boom lines that I wanted to cover. You know what I mean? But we didn't want to come up here and talk about Adi for 3 rounds. So, we didn't. And I didn't have a whole round. I think I had like eight Adi bars within 12 minutes of lyrics.
Right. You weren't Pacific. You said, I meant to say Pacific, just for the record.
I'm about to say, the fuck you talking about?
I meant to say, because people fuck up specific all the time.
You said Pacific.
Because I wanted people to know I was fucking up on purpose. But but you didn't say, you did say I wasn't going to do a whole round. So it wasn't a whole round.
I told you what happens tomorrow when that doesn't happen.
Right.
And it's funny, the moment I said the Adi Boom bar, he was like, see. I said, too much. So relax.
It was fire though, man. Again, man, it was good to see you on that. How did that feel, being on that big stage in front of all those people?
I remember 2 years ago, before I took the Craig Lamar battle, our stock was like low. You know what I mean? And it was all self-inflicted wounds, right? Nobody killed me and put me there. It was me just putting on shitty performances. So to be at rock bottom and to feel like I climbed back up to at least where the height of the status that I was when I was rolling, it's humbling. It's humbling. It took a lot of work, a lot of, eating a lot of humble pie, you know what I'm saying? And just being able to take my hickeys and keep rolling. And I feel like, at 28 years old with 12 years of experience, I'm about to just hit my run. You know what I mean? So a lot of dudes can't say that. You know, 12 years, you almost at the end. I'm just getting started.
Like DNA, shout out to him too, starting young
yep.
and still doing this thing at a high level. So pretty dope.
So it was humbling. I appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, and again, you know, sometimes with face-offs and prior to battles, you see people always barking at each other. Y'all shook hands, everything golden, life goes
that's
on.
my job. One thing I've learned in coming back to battle rap was shit, I know how to sell fights. I didn't know I even knew how to do that until I sat down with Rex. Rex schooled me. One thing I did with the Rex interview was I studied it.
Right.
All right, how is he so good at this? And I picked up on what he do, and I'm like, damn, he like me. Regular, like that's regular shit. That's how we be around the way. So, you know, I've learned that selling a fight is everything. You know what I mean? So we sold the fight, but it was no bad blood. I made that clear. You know what I'm saying? It was
That's
some
good.
RBE. Don't ask nobody. Don't ask no who can get RBE shit no more. Though. Let's just put that question to bed. You know what I mean? Because Adam felt like he put his two main dudes up there from the league. It was lopsided. So.
Well, just for the record, and I quote, I make Rosenberg interviews look good. Shout out to Rex, my nigga.
15 minutes of fame. You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio. Let's go.